Iranians are some of the most unhealthy people in the world. Around 30% of them have fatty liver disease and 80% have incredibly high cholesterol. And this is because Iranians derive around 70% of their ancestry from ancient farmers who went through long periods of famine from all the way to the Stone Age till the Mongol invasions. Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, I myself am Iranian, and I recently did a blood test and my cholesterol was at the 95th percentile, 150 nanograms per deciliter. This was going to put me at incredible risk, so obviously I had to take intervention, and one of the key things that I did was a nutrigenomics gene test. This gene test flagged two Q mutations, the PNPLA3 gene as well as the FABP2 gene. What does this mean? That means my body responds incredibly favorably to carbs. If I eat a piece of bread, my body's going to prioritize that as energy. It's not going to enable me to be able to burn it off quickly because my body still thinks I'm an ancient farmer. So one of the key things that I did was I completely cut out white rice, and we all know how much white rice constitutes the Iranian diet. Rice is not a plant that is indigenous to the Iranian plateau. It was introduced in the 16th century. And the thing about Iranian food is about half of it is rice. Now, I actually went ahead and did an IG4 test, which is an immunoglobulin 4 test. It pretty much tells you how much inflammation you can potentially derive from foods, and I have a very high IG4 index towards white rice. And this is because rice is not indigenous to the Iranian plateau. We've been eating lentils, barley for centuries, if not millennia. So one of the biggest things that I did was I replaced this grain with the ancient grains that my ancestors ate, and I started to adopt that lifestyle that my ancestors went through. High intensity interval exercise, as well as replacing refined carbohydrates with fiber, as well as good fats. And what I actually saw was that my LDL went from 150 nanograms per deciliter, as you can see in this chart, all the way down to 70, which is putting me at a very safe risk. Not only that, I saw improvements inside of my triglycerides, my HbA1c index was optimized, and this is all a function of being able to return back onto that ancestral diet. One of the best things that you can do as an Iranian is understand the history of where you come from, as well as the specific mutations which are unique to you. That's why I've created the Ancestral Academy. Inside the Ancestral Academy, we not only deep dive into your ancestry, but we also provide you with all the nutrigenomics gene testing as well as biomarkers that you need to look out for. So if you're interested in learning about where you come from and being able to optimize your long-term health, DM me DNA or click the link in my bio, and I'll catch you guys on the other video.